Good day, everyone. And our lesson for today is about wind vane as a weather instrument used to know wind direction. But before we get started, let me introduce myself. I am Crystal Janine Laguardia Mainar. How do we know if a typhoon is coming? What signs in nature or the environment tell us that strong winds are approaching? If the wind changes direction, what might it mean for the weather? Do you have any idea what is wind vane? A wind vane is also called a weather vane. It is a simple instrument that shows the direction from which the wind is blowing. It is one of the oldest weather tools used for centuries by sailors, farmers, and even scientists to understand and predict weather patterns. It is often mounted on rooftops, poles, or towers where the wind can freely reach it. One end is narrow, like an arrow, and points toward the direction the wind comes from. The wider end catches the wind, forcing the arrow to align correctly. A wind vane helps farmers, fishermen, and pilots by showing the direction from which the wind is blowing, allowing them to make safer and smarter decisions in their work. A wind vane helps farmers. First is on the farmers. Wind vane shows the direction during planting and spraying pesticides. It helps prevent chemicals from drifting to unwanted areas. It also helps anticipate weather changes that affects crops. Next, fishermen. It indicates wind direction at sea level. It guides safe navigation, helps predict way of movements, and warns of approaching storms or typhoons. Lastly, pilots. It provides wind direction data for takeoff and landing. It also ensures safe flight operations, especially in airports where wind direction affects runway choice. If the arrow points to north, the wind is coming from the north. And if it points to east, the wind is coming from the east. Also, if it points to south, the wind is coming from the south. Lastly, if it points to west, the wind is coming from the west. When the wind blows, the broad tail catches it, causing the arrow to rotate. The arrow then points toward the source of the wind. In the end, the wind vane is more than just an arrow on a pole. It is a weather instrument that helps us know the direction of the wind. This simple tool is important for farmers, fishermen, pilots, and communities, especially when preparing for typhoons and other weather changes. Always remember, the wind vane measures wind direction, guiding us to understand and prepare for the weather around us. This ends our lesson for today. Goodbye, class, and mabuhay.